there everyone, this is Patrick from EasyFX Code Trading System, and this Saturday the 10th of September 2022, and this is the weekly technical analysis for the Euro, the cable, and the Aussie dollar for the second week of September. And let's begin with Euro, and quick glance at all the three majors. You find that they have found some support and managed to recover somewhat. And as for the Euro, it did dip below the support zone, just below the 99 round figure. Hit a low of 99.64 before it managed to 98.64 before it managed to climb back up on the Wednesday. So it dipped below on the Tuesday and recovered on Wednesday and followed through right till the end of the week to eventually hit the 101 level. So it did punch through the 1 round figure. And managed to get to 101 before pulling back after hitting it, causing and forming this upper wick here. So it did dip below this rising trend line, and but managed to turn it around early in the week after Tuesday, which was better than expected US ISM services PMI, so that weakened the majors for a bit before recovering back up on the Wednesday and followed through the rest of the week. So let's see if there's going to be a continuation move back up higher into the 50-pip retracement level, which will coincide with the falling 55 EMA. For now, let's see if we can find a retracement level here. Yes, we can. Perhaps we'll flip it over to get the actual retracement figures. So from this swing high to this recent swing low, it recovered back up and almost hit the 50-pip retracement area. That's at 101.16, and it hit the high for the week at 101.13. So we win 3 pips there. So this level here is definitely going to be a key resistance. Let's shake this out. And now at 1, we could find interim support, but for now, perhaps let's take it out first. But the key support is going to be now at 99. So within a 200 pip range here. So for next week, could be consolidation with probably testing the 21 fib and upper region of the back to the 101. So likely consolidation in these levels between this range. Let's see if it's able to retrace back to retest this rising trend line. So even if it does dip below the 21 fib retracement, there should be support from this area. Just below that. And this coming week, there's no significant Eurozone news except for some exposure to the US news, a number of US related news with CPI, the key one, on Tuesday, early on in the week. So we'll see if there's going to be an impact to drag this euro lower. But for now, we'll use this new fib retracement. All right. And let's take a look at the US dollar index, DXY, to see whether there's any pullback in the US dollar as well, based on the inverse correlation. And here's the US dollar index, DXY, where it did pick up, continued from last week's bullish move at the end of previous week, and continued to, it started off with a gap up in the start of the week to the resistance level at the 110 round figure. It spiked through on Tuesday and Wednesday before pulling back down, and then retracing back almost back to the 78.6 retracement area. So let's mark this as still as support. Let's remove this one now. And the 110 is still a key resistance area. It did spike to a high of 110.51. And that's where it retraced back, pulled back strongly, and managed to recover somewhat towards the second half of Friday. But there is a significant retracement back down now. So next key support zone was going to be at the 62 fib retracement level, and that's just above the 107 round figure. And let's take a quick look to see what kind of retracement it went to, and it did hit the 38 fib retracement, so we could also use this. If we flip this over, we can use this as a Fibonacci retracement area. So it did retrace to hit the 38 fib at the 109.14. Oh, sorry, 108.14 area, and it dipped to the low of 108.10. So within 4 pips here. So this will still remain as a intermediate support. The next round figure support is at 107, along with the rising 55 EMA. And below that, the 62 fib retracement area. So, but now, for this coming week, with this bounce back up recovery on the Friday, that could be just a consolidation for the week, and with support from the 38 fib retracement as well. So it doesn't seem to be a significant bias either way, and we'll see if the US news will trigger and impact the price action, with CPI coming up as well. CPI coming up on Tuesday, early in the week, and with some key news as well. Thursday, there's retail sales. So let's see, and likely it may consolidate between these two fib levels. So if it does weaken further, it will target the 50-pip retracement. And if it does recover back up, then it could retest the 110. But at the moment, doesn't seem that it's going to recover that strong. Okay, let's move back to the other major pairs. Let's move on to the cable, where it has also found significant support from just above the 114 level, where it dipped lower on Wednesday, almost hit it, and but managed to recover and strong bounce back. Consolidated on Thursday and then followed through higher on the Friday with a fairly bullish close, a smaller upper wick here. Could not reach the next round figure at the 117, but it did hit the high at 116.48. So it was on the way to the 117, but was blocked here. Let's also take a look on the weekly time frame, where there was a slight gap down at the start of the week at the open. Managed to find support and then a strong recovery back up. So this is a good sign where it could sustain and find support. Looks like 115 should be a good support level here. Yeah, so from the 115, and if it does consolidate, it may be for a while. It could attempt to test the 117 actually. There are a number of UK news as well, GDP and CPI. So on Wednesday, just after the US CPI. So there could be some news impact that could help to the cable to recover. But there is exposure from the US CPI on Tuesday. So this is still support zone at 117. Support is still valid there. Next resistance zone is likely going to be at the 78.6 retracement, where this cluster here was the should provide resistance, and that's climbing back up above 118 as well. Okay, so a number of news from the US and quite a number of news from the UK as well. So only the Eurozone is quiet, and as well as Australia, which we'll take a look at now. So on the Aussie dollar, there's also finding support just right at the 67 round figure, right at the support zone, and punched through the previous support where it fell right from the start of the week, fell lower into the support zone and then recovered, and now has broken through the 68 level, where the 21 pip retracement is. So let's this is still support, but it could not reach the resistance at the 69 round figure, just below the 38 pip retracement, and together with the falling 55 EMA coming down. So that's going to be next resistance, and above that, that's the key round figure 70. That's going to be the major resistance here. And along with the 50-pip retracement of this swing move down. All right, and if we take a look at the weekly time frame, you can see that's a strong bounce from the second test of this 67 level, and looks like a double bottom, could be a double bottom forming. And we could add a rising trend line. Let's leave it there first, and let's move this. All right, so this week there's only the jobs report on Thursday, and the Aussie is also exposed to the US CPI data, which could be a key trigger. So resistance up here at the 69, and support coming from the lower trend line. So it's about a 200 pip range as well, from the 67 to the 69. Okay, so Aussie was the one that had a very strong bullish move on the Friday. Strong recovery there, and similar to the other majors pairs, and as well as spot gold in a lesser way. Spot gold didn't bounce quite as much. Okay, so let's see how the pairs react this week, with a number of news from UK and the US. So do have a safe week and a good trading week, and cheers for now.